Hi Victor, thanks for welcoming us into your wee house here in the Ulster Folk Museum.
Ulster Folk and Transport Museum, yeah.
Yeah, so tell, you're dressed and...
I'm dressed as a mill worker or a labourer. I'm in the bracket of the very lowly paid. And this is
this a typical house of...
It's one of the typical houses of Sandy Row, pretty tough sort of neighbourhood in South Belfast. It's still there if you want to pop in and see it someday. And
these houses
these houses, it's all been modernised now, but these houses are about 200 years old. They were built around 1820. And during the 70s, when they were being demolished, we took as many floor tiles, roof slates and red brick and put them all together, reconstructed them here. This was about 1978. But that being the case, lots of Sandy Row men come in and they're tough as ever, you know, and they come in like this.
Into the house here to visit?
This very house, it's always this very house they say this, and they all go, see this house here with a green door? That's my granny's house.
So they recognise the house from...
No, they don't really. What I was trying to say there was we took as many reusable red brick, floor tiles and slates, so it can't be anybody's granny's house.
Oh, okay,
See, it can't be.
But it's representative of the house of that time.
That's in a word representative of the house at that time, but made with the original materials. So when a guy says this is his granny's house, there could be 3 bricks or 1,000 bricks or 300 bricks or so. This could be his granny's fireplace.
Okay.
But to say that it's his granny's house, no, it's not true.
And the old little kettle and...
Oh yeah. But if you say to a Sandy woman, if you explain all that to him, he says this is my granny's house, you'll get that there. You'll get a dig in a gob, mate. That's what he would say.
We'll have to translate now what that means. A dig in the gob, is it?
A dig in the gob. That means a punch in the jaw.
A punch in the jaw.
In the gob, which means the mouth.
Very good. And how old is this house here?
They're about, the row's about 200 years old.
Wow.
All reconstructed.
Yeah.
You see, it was Professor Eston Evans, a social anthropology and geography lecturer from Queen's University. He set this park up in 1958, and when we brought enough buildings, houses and churches from the 9 counties of Ulster only, the Ulster province, it wasn't until 1966 that we opened up for business.
Amazing.
So 1958 it was first established by Professor Eston Evans.
Well, we have a look at some of the artefacts in the house.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So this looks like the old kitchen table, is it?
The kitchen table and the baking board. A lot of work was done there, making the bread. Around 1912, gas was installed along with water. Water mains were put in. So...
What is that?
This is a griddle.
Oh yes, for
a gas griddle. This is a... this here is...
Is that the original gas fire?
It's a gas ring. Let me see. We started to really move by that period. So, let's say you put this here. And you've got a big pot of potatoes boiling. You've got a pan going here. And the soda bread or potato bread is being cooked on the griddle. Yeah. On a gas griddle, there's a gas smoothing iron. So by 1912, when all the gas and the water was installed, we started to move. The 20th century was
Is that's like a gas lamp here as well, is it?
Gas lamp as well, yeah. Gas
light.
Let me show you something else. I'll just pop in here and get it out. No, it's away.
And I see the old dresser here. Would that be?
Somebody put this down here.
Oh.
This is a water bottle, nicknamed the Stone Piggy, hence the sort of pig-like snout.
A stone piggy.
But somebody has taken the stopper.
So you fill that up with hot water and keep your toes warm at night?
Absolutely. Well, I'm only 58 years old. I'm only a lump of a lad. And I can remember going to bed with one of these with a big sock round it because your feet it's a bit too hot on the ceramic.
Oh, yes.
So somebody, I think, has stolen the stopper. That has made their Stone Piggy complete. Children, you see, could paint 2 eyes and a little mouth.
Oh, sweet.
You see, they resemble the piggy.
And the net curtain on the window.
Oh, yeah.
And the rooms, of course, were quite dark, weren't they? It was very small.
They were indeed.
Yeah.
The half doors, lots of people think that's a sort of very quaint look.
Oh, yes.
And the the street was called Tea Lane because women of the street used to sell tea and refreshments to people on their way to work.
The original cafe. The original cafe.
In a way, yeah. Well, it was just something that they wanted to do to make an extra couple of pennies a week. But the half door, you see, was enough to keep an animal out. Say, for example, like 100 years ago and beyond that, and not even as far back as that, people were bringing cattle down the street to go to market. So could you imagine a cow getting up there, or worse still, a big bull going into the backyard where there's no back door? How are any amount of men going to get that beast out? They'll get killed in the
So you
process.
you keep the bottom part of the door closed.
Yeah, and it would also keep the kids in and let the smoke out.
And were there other rooms in this little house now? Is there an upstairs, or is there...
Oh yeah, there's 2 good sizable bedrooms upstairs.
Okay. Well, we'll have a look around.
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely, yeah.
Thanks very much for showing us your wee house.
It's a pleasure, and I hope to meet some of your friends soon.
Very good. Asleep in the bed.
Yeah, very often subletting went on. Say mum and dad slept there.